Okay, this is the homework. It's pink. That one here. It's all the answers to all this. If you can slow down, I'll go back and have. Okay, this one. You first, even though it doesn't tell you, first you do Pythagorean theorem because you have to find the diameter. Right there, right? That's called a diameter. That's the length and that's the width. Always label it before you start. And then you need to find the diameter. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and c is d is diameter squared. And you find the diameter is this. And you divide that by 2. Divide this by 2 to get the radius of this, right? And then you can do area half of a rectangle, which we call a triangle, right? And it's length times width divided by 2. So it's length and width right here, and you get that much. And then you do the area of a circle, half of circle, so it's pi r squared divided by 2, and you put 3.14, that square divided by 2, put in your calculator, you get this rounded to the nearest 10. Uh-oh, that rounded to the nearest tenth, right? And then you add it together because these two are attached, correct? Just like this problem here. Okay, so I'll do this. So this is the length, this is the width, and this is the side of the square. On your paper it says square here, right? That's the side of the square. We'll put S for side of the square. To find that side, because we have A and B, we can use Pythagorean theorem. Equals to the side C squared, and A is 6 squared plus B is 8 squared, and C is side, the side of a squared. Okay, so 36 plus 64 is side squared, that's 100 equals side squared. Square root S equals to the side is 10. Okay, so each side here is 10. That's 10, that's 10, that's 10, right? So area of the triangle, which is this right here. A triangle is basically half of a rectangle. So area half of a rectangle, length times width is a rectangle, half is divided by 2. So you get 6 and 8, 8 and 6, divide by 2, you get 24, put in your calculator. 24 yards squared. Now area of the square, it's also length and width. 10 times 10 is 100. And because this is side by side, we add them. Add these two together, so 100 plus 24 is 124 feet squared, or yards squared is the area of the shaded region. Here's the same thing, but you end up subtracting, right? Because length, notice I labeled length, width, and diameter. A squared plus b squared, and the width is missing right here. So you put b as w. Be careful on that, that's not c. And you do that and you end up subtracting at the very end to find the area's shaded region, okay? And then these are that. You need the only thing I want to mention here is that you need to put the invisible 1 right here and distribute to get this answer right there. That answer. Then combine these two together to get 9x. Make 0. Kids get confused because there's nothing here. If you want to put 0 plus, if you want to. 0 minus 0 is still 0. Divide by 9, so x is 0. Okay? That's how you do those. Alright, in this table, we did a lot of this. Most of you are very good at this. Now you just need a graph. You know, make sure you graph with the x first. -3 and then -7 down here. And then 0 minus 4 is negative 4, so 0, negative 4. Now be careful how you graph 0, negative 4. It's right here. Okay, and then you graph that. And then here, most class, I think we did this. You're learning karate in a fitness center which charge $100 registration fee plus. It's a fee, it's a plus. $10 per means times the number of lessons, L. L represents the number of lessons. So 100 plus 10 times the number of lessons. So L represents the number of lessons. Okay, explain how to find the total cost and amount of lesson you would take. So you would do 10 times L, the number of lesson, then add it to 100. So if you take 7 karate lessons, so you do 100 plus 10 times the number of lessons, so in place of L, you put 7, so you get 70. 100 times plus 70 is $170 for 7 lessons. Okay? Most people in the U.S. priority mail to mail, most people use U.S. priority mail to mail items to friends and family. The shipping fee used U.S. priority mail includes $8 insurance fee. Fee means a plus. $4 per is times the number of ounces. So let's use the letter N for ounces because O looks like a 0. So this is 8 plus 4 times the number of ounces. N represents the number of ounces. How much would you have to pay if the item you want to ship to your friend is 10 ounces? So put 10 ounces into N because N represents the number of ounces. 8 plus 4 times 10, which is $48. $48 for 10 ounces. Okay, and you do the same for all of these. Here too, this it asks you to explain. Same here, explain how to do it. It's this one. Okay, so if you haven't gotten this is how you do these problems from 1 to on. I'll slow it down so that you can see how we do this. Okay, that's your homework.